What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video and share it because we're going to talk about Serena Williams. She was trending recently due to a video clip where it showed her face looked like it went through another change, right? Now, there's a lot of excuses being made as to, oh, it's makeup and it's not surgery, but come on, man. I spoke about this in my response to this particular topic. I did a video, a reaction to it. I'll link that in the description box, as well as the comment section, because it gives you more of an idea of why I'm doing this particular video. I'm doing this video because there's fundamental issues in regards to the self-esteem of black women in America. I'm not one of those people that has ever made fun of a woman's features, especially if she's born with it. You know, God gave her that. God gave her everything that she has, and women nowadays is seeking to alter that. Now, we know that, you know, when you get into the gym, you can work out and you can build muscle, you can burn fat, right? That's why so many people are getting in the gym more, which is a good thing. But you have people that take it one step further and they go and try to surgically fix what they feel like are imperfections. But even if you look at older pictures of Serena Williams, like I have in the thumbnail of the video that I have in the description box, she doesn't, to me, look bad. That's how she naturally looks. But to put on all this makeup, and I also did a video, and the funny thing is that the thumbnail for that video that I did a couple of years ago looked way worse than this video clip where she, you know, has all this makeup on once again. That particular picture looked way worse when she's sitting outside, I guess poolside, and she looks like, I don't know if she just put on a makeup mask, because that's what it looked like. She totally looked different than anything that she has ever done video or picture wise. Just looked horrible. As a matter of fact, that particular video was referenced in an article that I reacted to. They had my video at the bottom of the article, and which shows you that a lot of other people may have seen that video or seen the photos that I was speaking on that video, they were alarmed. They were alarmed. And people got to understand that in America, a lot of the self-esteem issues, to me, I feel like are being overly enhanced by social media. Growing up, not too many melanated males made fun of melanated females' features. Now, we may crack jokes on them. We never talked about, because we all had similar features: big nose, big lips, right? May have higher cheekbones than others. That's not something that was an emphasis. You know, you did have the light skin, dark skin jokes. You may have the weave jokes, right? Somebody too skinny or somebody too big. You know, we grew up in environments where people would make fun of each other in that way. But to me, Serena's a type of woman who I truly feel like I believe Serena believes that she's a white girl on the inside. Because if you look at not only her dating history, because you got melanated women who talk about how black men didn't want to date Serena. That is bullshit. Okay. Growing up, I've heard black men who are older than me, or who are my age, talk about how they were attracted to Serena Williams because they dated women who looked just like her. They had children with women who looked just like her. And not a lot of black women have bodies like her. Let's be real about this. Especially, in the mid 2000s? You remember when she went viral for the cat suit? And you mean to tell me that you didn't know of black men who were attracted to her? Because we're talking about attraction. We can leave the dating and marrying to the side. Just because you're attractive doesn't mean that men are going to wife you up. There's a lot of attractive women today who've never been married, who will never be married. That's just the reality of their life. It ain't going to work out because they have chosen the slowish lifestyle over actually trying to be a traditional wife. You can't be in these streets and be a wife. It's just not going to happen. Or even if you were to get married, it's not going to last very long. We've seen evidence of this. But I think that, and in my commentary, you know, you have some heifers that wanted to blame black men for her self-esteem issues. I'm sorry, you cannot do that. She has numerous times dated Caucasian men. Numerous times. Yes, she's dated some black male celebrities, but they you know, we're talking about lighter complected black males. Common, Drake. Come on, now be serious. Be serious. I don't think it was a situation of black men didn't want her. I think it was Serena just didn't want to deal with men who look like her. That's why every time you see her, she's dating Caucasian men. As a matter of fact, she was dating a white tennis coach who ended up leaving her for another woman. And I remember this video. They showed where a guy tried to walk off with her purse on a video camera at this restaurant. And what I noticed that she was sitting in this restaurant with a Caucasian guy. So this is not a woman who is around black people too much. She's in a bubble. And if you're in a bubble, how do you still have these self-esteem issues where you're out here trying to look like a white woman? Because let's be real, I believe that Serena Williams thinks that she's a white woman in a black woman's body. I truly believe that. And I will say this about Venus. Say whatever you want about Venus, because her and Venus have similar tastes in men. Venus has never tried to alter how she looks. She's how she looks, and she has embraced it. But Serena has not. And to blame black men for that, I think is very low vibrational. I think it shows low IQs. And the fact that you have to look at a person's behaviors and history. If you have a history of dating non-black men, why are you blaming black men for why she has low self-esteem? She grew up in a household with a black father who was a confident black man who took care of his family and pushed his daughters to greatness. So it ain't a situation where she grew up not being loved by a black man. You have black people who unfortunately seek to be loved by other races of people. That's just how it is. You have black women and you got black men in the melanated community who seek to be loved by other people. And that's where the self-esteem issues come into play. But you can't blame humans for what your behavior and how you feel when you have been in a situation where you have been loved, you've been around black men who loved and respect you and still do, but ultimately you seek love elsewhere. And because of that, you seek to look like the women in those communities, and it never really works out. If you are a black woman, why are you trying to look like a white woman? It's never going to work out very well. You're always going to be made fun of. And the thing is that it's not the black men who are making the big fuss about how she looks. Is usually the women. Whenever you see a woman dress a certain type of way, look a certain type of way, the women are always the most opinionated. It's not the men who are it's the women who are opinionated. Do you know that there are women that have said, they'll deny it now, but they say that they dress up for other women. So what does that tell you? That tells you that they seek the approval of other women, not the approval of men, according to what these women are saying. Serena Williams has deep-rooted self-esteem issues, and I think trying to blame men for that is just very, like I said, it's low IQ, is low vibrational. Black men have nothing to do with that. Nothing. She made her choice. It's up to you to get therapy and to surround yourself with good energy to where you're not out here looking like a powdered donut. And that's how she looked, especially in those pictures of her sitting poolside. I mean, she looked crazy. She looked crazy. There was no excuse for that. You cannot blame your way out of situations, but unfortunately, a lot of you people, and you know who you are, you like to blame others for failures and for the fact that you don't have the relationships or the marriages that you think you deserve. All y'all think y'all deserve something that you don't deserve. Serena Williams is an adult. Serena Williams is responsible for what happens in her life. It is nobody else's fault. It's nobody else. People have to be able to look themselves in the mirror and say, you know what, I like what's looking. Because I guarantee you, the men that Serena Williams deals with, they deal with her because she's a black woman and they're attracted to her melanin. But when you don't get that, I guarantee you that Serena Williams is around people who feed this nonsense. They feed this whole, they don't like black women, so you have to look as European as possible. You need to understand that you got to where you are because of who you are, not because of what people think you should be. There's a lot of melanated women who think the same way she does, and they seek to blame others for it. That's the crazy thing. You can't blame me because somebody has low self-esteem. I will not be blamed because Serena Williams does not like what she looks at in the mirror. she's raising a biracial child, well, 2 biracial children, right? They're going to look different than her. They may have some features of her, but they're going to look different than her. She's creating that. And maybe that's the goal. Maybe she's always wanted to have mixed children. Maybe she doesn't want to have children look like her. That's the saddest thing. But you're not going to sit here and blame black men for that. You're just not going to be able to do that. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram. Check out my other channels. Subscribe to the Rumble. Subscribe to the Patreon. Check out all the other content. I make great work. And I'll see y'all next one.